Hey, I'm back. I'm both back to making videos and also back from Japan. In case you didn't catch my February wrap up, I was in Japan for essentially 2 weeks. I was in Kyoto and Tokyo and it was a blast. I actually picked up some books while I was there, so we'll get to those later, I promise. But because of my travels, you may have noticed I didn't make any videos here. That was because before my travels, I was trying to squeeze essentially almost 3 weeks worth of work into like one, because I knew when I get back I would be incredibly jet lagged. But also because of my travels and everything else, I really didn't read anything. Like, no lie. I read 2 books in March. Yep. First book that I read or really finished was Immortal Reign by Morgan Rhodes. This was the 6th and final book in the Falling Kingdom series, and I was pretty generous. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. It was a real disappointment of a finale. It was so rushed, and fell victim to the we need to pair everybody off at the end syndrome that falls a lot of YA, especially YA fantasy finales. But it really proved to me that the series had too many books. It should have been closed out in 4 or 5 books. It really didn't need to be 6. The other book that I read was Altered Carbon by Richard K. Morgan. This because I saw the Netflix show, and all of its problems aside, it's got plenty of them, nothing's perfect. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I was like, well, I want to read the book because I'm curious. The show's better than the book. I'm gonna say it now, like I'm not even sorry. The show is better than the book. So much better than the book. It's fine. It didn't blow me away, and I think, yeah, again, the show is just better than the book. But let's get on to some of the books that I actually got, like physical books that I got in March. The book that I'm currently reading, which is Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This came out the day I left for Japan and arrived at my apartment. I was already not there. I'm just now finally reading it. Finally! This is the 3rd and final book in the Illuminate Files trilogy, and I'm very excited. Aiden is my love in my life. I think Aiden is the secret protagonist of this entire trilogy, and yeah, so we have Obsidio. Next, we have books from Japan. I did get one more, which was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, but I bought it for a friend, so I'm not showing them here. These are all just the ones for me. And you'll notice that 3 of these 4 books have the same wrapper on them. Fun fact about this wrapper. So I'm gonna go to story time about these. First off, Japanese bookstores don't make sense to me. I don't know how they're organized. Even with Google Translate and me trying, I could not figure out how they were organized. Now, this is one of the few interactions I had with somebody where I really did not understand what was being said to me, what was being asked of me, and where I looked totally confused and probably a little scared. And what had happened was the woman who was ringing me up was asking me if I wanted one of these covers on all my books. Now, it was pouring rain outside and also snowing at the same time. So I thought these were like protective covers. And I was like, yes, please, would love those. Turns out, no, they're not. I was told by my friend who's been living there for like 5 years now, I think. She said they're privacy covers. Essentially, you can, read on public transport and nobody can see what you're reading. So like you can read your smut in public. We should really invest in these guys. I think that's actually a good idea. But now we will take all the covers off because I don't care if you guys see them. We can see what books I decided to pick up in Japanese language editions. The first is The Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. I stumbled upon this one by accident. I was hunting for a specific title and I knew it would have katakana. So I pulled this out and was suddenly like, that's The Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, I'll take that in a Japanese language edition. Yes, thanks. And like, can we talk about how cute? Like, this is such a great size, super floppy paperbacks. We need to get on this. Like, this is such a good travel size. The only downside is that none of the kanji is like delightfully translated for me in any way. Like, they don't have the, I would call it sounding out the syllables or whatever on the side. I don't have any of that, so I can't use this to practice translation. Next we have Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Like, come on, it's my favorite Jane Austen. Of course I'm gonna get it. And can we talk about how cute this cover is? Like, how cute is that? Absolutely pulling influence from a combination of like the 95 series and the 2005 series. 2005 series, oh my god, the 2005 movie, which I'm perfectly okay with. Also, beautiful, fluffy paperback. My god, man, Japan be killing it. Now, if only I understood how they organize their bookstores. Now, this next book does not have a privacy cover. This is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Let me tell you, this was a royal pain to find. I went to 6 bookstores, did not find it. It's pretty easy to ask for it. All I did was pull up the cover on my phone and pretty much point to it to somebody who worked there, and almost every time I got back, them coming back going, and I was like, oh, I already know what you're gonna say. So my friend and I ordered it on Japanese Amazon. I paid way more for this book than I really should have, but it's so worth it, because what a cool collector piece I now have. And it's great. It's gonna go on the shelf. A tiny little shelf. Now, I mentioned that I had also bought Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. So, of course, I bought Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Now, this is a really cool single volume edition. Most of the Harry Potter books are actually published in multiple volumes, including the first one, but they've apparently now released these single volume editions, which are really helpful. And a lot of the kanji, like I guess ones that kids may not know yet, are like, they're phonetics. Their phonetics are written out on the side, and I'm going, oh, I could actually practice this for like trying for reading comprehension and translation, because I know how Harry Potter's supposed to go. So this is really cool. I'm very excited about this. Those are all the books that I bought in Japan. Actually, no, I did buy a copy of the novelization of Your Name, but I gave that to my coworker who's from Japan because she had given me like a super card and advice. It was really helpful, so I was like, hey, I found this. So yeah, I didn't read a lot last month. Oops. On the plus side, I now have things I need to read for this month. First one is obvious. I need to read Obsidio. So, number 1, we're reading Obsidio. Secondly, I still need to read Furyborn by Claire Legrand. This Guy in the Deep. I need to read The Plastic Magician by Charlie Ann Holmberg. I'm so excited I got an arc for this. I nearly died because I'm like, yes, give me more in this universe. I think that might be it for my arcs that I need to read, so that should hopefully be it. I'm gonna focus on those this month. But here's to April. Hope I actually read something so then I can actually make videos on this channel that the soda would go hand in hand, wouldn't they?
Thanks for watching me ramble today. If you'd like to see more from me, go ahead and click that button with my face on it. It'll take you to my channel where I ramble about a whole lot of different things. Got some thoughts of your own? Go ahead and leave them down in the comments. And make sure that if you want to see more ramblings from me, you click that little subscribe button. That's it for me today, you guys, so until next time, cheers.